Hey, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now. For our topic today, decisions determine what, when and why it happens.
Awesome. Well, big welcome to everybody that's joining us this evening on our Facebook Live. Pop your details in, let us know that you're here, and we can invite and say hello.
Invite, you can invite some people.
And wish everyone a Merry Christmas. We're getting close, 2 weeks to go, or less than 2 weeks to go. I don't know how many sleeps we're 11 sleeps, 10 sleeps, I think. I think we're at 10 sleeps. I can see Agatha's just joined us and is watching, but pop a note in, let us know you're here. There we go. Karen said, hi guys, looking great, thank you. We've got a totally different background this evening for you. We want it to be all Christmassy. Cheryl Maps joined. Skill Crusher Jasper's joined. G'day to you. Agatha, hi from Melbourne. G'day. Hi guys, great to see you both. That was Sally. Hi Sally. Debbie Sue. Hello to you.
We've got that rhymed.
Skill Crusher Jasper. Hello to you.
We haven't got the camera today that goes.
Kayla, hi from Boston.
We got the still camera today.
Liesel, hi. Hello to you. Merry Christmas, Karen.
So I'm just trying to find it.
Shani's joined. Jess Zacker's joined. Peggy's joined. Good evening. Hello, welcome. Richard Wiseman is watching. G'day, Richard.
Good morning.
Peggy says, hi guys. So nice to see you. Thanks, Peggy. Who else we got out there? Diane, Dorothy. Some names are going so quick. Jess says very Merry Christmas. Hi from the UK. Who we got there? That's Richard. We've got a whole heap of people piling on in. Jacinta Henderson, g'day to you. Lel Robinson watching. Michelle Peel, hello to you. Jacinta, who else we got? Stephen, g'day Stephen. Louise Miller, hi Louise. Nick.
Louise is in quarantine and
g'day Nick, is she?
And Tony, sorry.
Skill Crusher says this is Celestine from Cameroon. G'day Celestine. Shani, love your new background. Thanks Shani.
It's our Christmas
Brett Hudson, g'day Brett. And Peggy says, hi Lies, welcome.
Liesel.
Hi Liesel, sorry. Looked a bit funny. Yes, we thought, Lee said, all right, let's change the background. Let's put the Christmas tree in the background. I'm like, all right, how are we going to do that?
Move the chairs.
So move our set. So big welcome. Thanks for joining us this evening on our Facebook Live.
I'm done.
We had a great topic. Lee, just finished sharing, have you?
I have.
Awesome. Well, a great topic called Decisions Determine What, When, and Why It Happens. What, when, and why it happens are all determined by decisions. G'day, Nick. Nick says, g'day, Simon.
Hey, Nick. What about me? Nick? What about me?
Because I'd already said hi, Nick, so he was responding saying, g'day,
Liesel.
Simon. Liesel, hi. Liesel says, thanks to Peggy. All right, so we're going to jump into our topic, and if you just joined us, pop your details in, let us know you're here, love to welcome you. And big Merry Christmas. We got 10 sleeps.
Yeah, look at that tree.
10 sleeps? Less 9 sleeps, is it?
I don't know.
I think it's 9.
Should I use
to
my
ask,
fingers and count?
Yeah, ask the kids. What's the date today? The 15th?
Yes.
Right, so we got tonight's to sleep.
So 9.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We got 10 sleeps.
10 sleeps. All right.
10 sleeps till Christmas.
Hey, Kelly.
Kelly Hamilton, I'm sure the kids would have told us that.
Yes. They probably would use their fingers too, though.
Yeah. Or when you're counting down, it is a bit like that. All right, so what determines, decisions determine what happens.
Yes,
decisions determine what happens. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, we can go through life and we can have wins.
Yep.
And we can also have...
failures.
Yep, or disappointments.
Okay, disappointments.
Failures, call them failures. No, they might not be a failure. They could be just a disappointment in life. But there seems to be certain life realities that we need to accept.
Shani, is your birthday on Christmas Day?
Yeah. It is.
Merry, happy birthday.
The more we accept the realities in our life, the more we will feel like we have no choice. So there are certain realities in each of our lives, and the more we accept them, the more we feel we have no choice, because we just think that, well, that's reality and that's the way it is, right?
Yeah.
However, people are responsible for what?
Changing the world.
Changing the world, right? One person at a time. People make decisions and they make it happen.
Not everyone, but some people do.
But people do, right?
Yes.
So one person chooses to do something. They choose to create something. They choose to what?
Change something.
Change something. So they choose to create, change, do. And then what happens? They just go and start doing it themselves, right? They don't wait for other people.
Yeah.
They don't rely on others. They just get out there and just go, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out there and do it. And they're on purpose.
Yes.
100% responsibility they're taking. And then what happens?
Others follow.
Others
That's
follow.
what it takes to be a leader. You've got to have followers, right?
So decisions determine what happens. All right? So without making the decision, we can't determine what happens because you're too undecided and you've not made any decisions about anything.
Yeah.
And we know that the world is created, everything in life, everything that we do, everything that's around us, our beautiful Christmas tree behind us, it's all made because somebody made a decision. Somewhere along the way, they took responsibility, they just went and did it, and they created change.
I made the decision to copy David Jones's Christmas tree.
You did. And now we have a David Jones store Christmas tree in our house. People come and say, that looks like a store tree. Bernie knows. Bernie's sending us love. Shani says, oh, okay, Karen Chick, thanks.
She was to say happy
yes,
birthday.
Yes, I know. So decisions determine what happens, all right? And we know that people are responsible for changing the world. So many, however, there's many out there, Lee, that just wish for change.
Or hope.
Or pray. I hope that's going to happen.
And they don't actually take any action.
I hope it's going to happen next week. I really hope it is.
Thanks, Dallas.
What else do? They hope, they pray, they wish. I wish I could do this and I wish I could do that. And they live in La La Land. Change only happens once somebody decides and creates commitment. They commit to it. Yes. What do they have to commit to it for?
If you don't commit, you're not going to do what's required.
Yeah. Do we commit to much in our lives?
Nah.
No?
Yes.
So you commit, I commit, we commit to each other.
We got married. That's commitment.
That's commitment. That's commitment. That's making a decision, right? Making a decision, taking action, following through, taking 100% responsibility and just committing to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hi guys, say hi. You're now on our TV streaming to us all.
Awesome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi Michelle.
Hi at the
Michael.
Peel House.
Who else is there? Who else are we meant to say hi to? Is Sam there? Hi Sam.
All right, so many wish for change, I hope and pray. Change only happens once we decide and we commit. We know that. A person does not recreate reality without first following their decision. So a person does not create reality without their decisions. That's so important. You can't create a new reality without making decisions.
No.
So once you truly commit to something,
the magic happens.
The magic happens.
Woohoo!
There's a good book called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. It was a sequel to The Secret and The Power, which are great books. So I would highly recommend those. A very great, easy read. Great read over Christmas, New Year period. Really sort of shift that energy and that focus, particularly when you're dealing with family at Christmas. Lots of people, right?
Yeah.
They have to get their families together, and then there's
all the children running around.
Oh no, there always seems to be, little people get their nose out of joint over things, and it just happens. So be the big person, make right decisions and make right choices. Bernie says, love the magic and the power. Absolutely, so do I. So
bring on the magic.
Bring on the magic. So once you truly commit, and remember, we're talking about decisions determine what happens. Now we're going to move on to our next topic. So let me get rid of our trusty notes here, and we're going to move on. We're going to move on to our next topic here, Lee, and it is decision determines when it happens.
Right.
So we've gone from what happens to now when it happens. Now, when, right? Time. We all have time in our life, right? But time is an unstoppable force.
Yes, it moves forward no matter what. Yeah,
it moves, doesn't stop, unless you're playing football. And then the referee calls time off.
Time has stopped.
So, but it doesn't really stop, right? That's just time in the game.
The game just takes a lot longer then.
But I thought I'd throw that in there. All right, so time can be your ally.
Or your enemy.
Can also be your enemy. And for a lot of people, it's their enemy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you hear about people saying? Where do they say time's their enemy? What do they respond to? I've got one in my head, but I'm thinking. Putting you on the spot.
You say something, and then something might come to mind.
All right. So I'm thinking. I hear people say, "I've been really busy."
Mm-hmm.
What else do they say?
I haven't had time.
I haven't had time. Do we all have the same amount of time?
Well, it depends on what you decide to do with it.
Yeah. So what determines how you use time?
What do you decide to do with your time?
Yeah, but it's also your level of priority, right?
Yep, and as
So
they
it
say, if you want something done, give it to a busy person, right?
Yeah. Yep. So time can be, for a lot of people, their enemy, and for some, their ally. And for many that see it as their enemy, they are very time poor. And they really focus on, I didn't have enough time.
But you just said, I never have enough time. People say that all the time.
Yeah, they do. I never have enough time. I've been busy. Time got away on me.
I didn't get time.
I didn't get time. Do you know what? That is the biggest load of BS. It really is. Because it's just about a level of prioritization.
Yeah.
So how much do you prioritize what it is that you're looking to do or to achieve? And if you don't prioritize it, then time will go past and time will get away on you, because time is an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
And then you don't get it done, right?
No.
But could you have?
Yes.
You could have. You could have. You just didn't make the decision to go and make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right. So there's two important points about how decisions determine when it happens. Number one is you must have a high-minded vision and a purpose for what you want to do. So you've got to be high-minded. You've got to be thinking about, what is that grand dream goal? What is that big, hairy, audacious goal that I'm going after? And you've got to think about that, and you've got to be on purpose with what you do, right? Mm-hmm. Now, this will then influence others. So if you're on purpose and you've got some big dreams and some big goals and you're high energy, then it's going to influence others. And you're going to be an example of someone creating success.
Yeah.
And then what happens? What happens with that when you're an example?
You're going to inspire other people.
You're going to inspire others. And they're going to want to what? Join you, follow you.
Do what you do. Follow you.
Yeah, they want to be around you because your energy's good, right?
Yeah.
So decisions determine when it happens. So if we make the decision and we follow through with these things, we make the world a better place.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Right? So we can make a difference by making the world a better place by the decisions we make. Now, of course, we can do it for a couple of reasons. One is we can do it to prove the naysayers wrong.
Yeah.
There's plenty of those out there.
Yeah, there is.
People that want to say, no, I don't think you should do that.
No, you can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
No.
No, it looks like that's a scam. Don't get involved in anything like that. No, but it could be a lot of things. Don't do that. That's unsafe.
So, there's heaps of messages we've missed, but anyway.
All right, let's have a look. I've always assumed I never have time because I have 2 kids under 13, and now that I am in this community, I make sure I do my calls, and definitely time for gratitude. There you go.
Perfect.
Good on
Good
you.
one,
Excellent.
There's a couple there. So
Marianne said, I'm sorry I'm late.
Peggy says, we all have the exact same amount of time. Find the time, it's there.
It is there.
And there was one above that, which was Bernie's. And she said, I have 24 hours in the day and super grateful.
Awesome. And Jacinta says, get up early, stay up late. And you'll have plenty of time. Well, we're used to getting up early at the moment, aren't we, Lee?
Yeah, I'm used to staying up late too.
Yep. We're getting up early and staying up late.
I need some toothpicks.
We feel a bit like that. All right, so we're talking about, obviously, you can do things and make decisions to prove the naysayers wrong, but you can also do it to prove something to yourself. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to prove something to yourself?
To give yourself more confidence and more certainty.
Yep. Just that you follow through, right? So be on purpose. So you're actually following through for yourself and doing it for you, to lift yourself up, make you feel good.
Yeah.
Gets those endorphins going. Mm-hmm. Well, point number 2 about decisions determine when it happens is build something on your terms. Make sure it matches your values, that it's integrous and that it matches your, what's important to you, your belief systems. Follow your North Star. What is your North Star? Because this will create real reward for yourself. If it's in alignment with your values, your ethics, your integrity. And when you hit your target or your goal, success is going to strengthen, and it's also going to revalidate your belief.
I'll be back.
Because if you can achieve something, Lee, what are you doing?
I need to get a pillow for my back.
Okay.
'cause
All right. So you need to leave me for 2 seconds. All right. So when you achieve the goal, it strengthens and revalidates what it is that you feel, how you feel about it, how you feel about the goal, right?
Need a pillow.
All right. So you need a cushion
Yeah.
behind your back. All right. And it's got to be worthy of your time and your effort. So whatever you're doing, whatever the task is, whatever the job is, whatever the business is, it's got to be worthy of your time and effort, and it's got to represent who you are. There's no point in doing it if it's not in alignment with something you're passionate about or something you believe in.
Yeah.
You've got to believe in it. You've got to be passionate about it, and those are key attributes. Now, Lee, all that aside, we live in a less than perfect world.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was pretty perfect.
Well, it is in our mind, right? In our world.
Except for this Rona thing.
In our universe.
That wasn't part of the plan.
However, we do live in a less than perfect world, and many focus on becoming critical. And so they criticize things around them or secondary issues, and this can keep them from committing to anything because they just become critics of things that are going on rather than actually doing anything about it. Brett said 4:30 wake up, call to go running most mornings. Awesome.
Good on you.
Excellent.
You wouldn't see me running at any time of the day.
Good on you, Brett. I can't follow you down that running path. You're either a runner or you're not a runner.
I'm not a runner.
You're either a runner or you're not.
Not a runner.
All right, so we live in a less than perfect world, and as I said, there's many people out there who become critical and they focus on the secondary issues, which actually keep them from committing to anything because they just become critics.
Right.
All right. So again, this is about decisions determine when it happens. So we've got to make the right decisions, and it's going to determine when it happens.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're going to move away with our notes.
Now this one is decisions determine why it happens.
All right. So we've spoken about what, when,
and now why.
and now we're on to why. So decisions determine why it happens. So why? People make different decisions for themselves every single day, every moment of every day, that bring about different outcomes, right? Various outcomes.
Yep.
So, Lee, you and I could we could put a bet on the horses.
Yeah, I was just thinking that from the example, right? Yeah, we could both bet on a completely different horse each.
Yep.
Yep. And then what happens?
Then what happens?
Only
Well, we're gonna back it. We're gonna seriously back it. We're not just gonna bet.
You're gonna put like 10 grand.
We're gonna put everything on it. Everything.
No, we'll just do 10 grand.
Right. All right. We put 10
doing
grand
10
on
grand.
each.
I'm going for horse 1. You're going horse 2.
Yeah.
Right.
So we both make a decision to back something, to follow something, right? We make a decision. Now, horse number 1 comes in and wins.
Woohoo! And so then I win like $100,000.
Yep. Horse number 2 comes in and doesn't come in place.
Doesn't come in at all.
Right, doesn't come in at all. And I lose $10,000.
You're going to be my best friend.
But what
then,
about the
aren't you?
ripple effect? What about the ripple effect it has on the horse and the connections that won? So not only did you win, right, but the jockey wins.
And the horse owners.
And the trainer.
Yep. And other people
And
that
the
go on
owners.
the horse.
Right? They all win. So it's this massive ripple effect out from that horse winning, right? Now, that's just one example. This can be in anything we do in life, right? We can go about exactly the same thing.
Well, someone decides to go on a run and somebody doesn't decide to go on a run.
I know, but how do they win?
They're winning by,
They're winning by doing
losing
it.
weight, being healthy.
That's right. So making decisions and determines why it happens also has a ripple effect on many, many others in our lives. So if you make a decision to go and join an online business, and I make a decision to join another online business, 2 different online businesses, and you succeed and create success in yours, and I don't in mine, but yours is going to have a ripple effect, right? And mine doesn't, and I lose, right? So decisions are determined what happens, when it happens.
Catch a taxi.
What happens, when it happens, and why it happens. So, why it happens, it brings about results because we take Action.
I can't see what you're talking about.
No, we take action.
I'm like trying to read where he's up to.
We take action. So our decisions determine our results because we take action.
Yep.
Now, sometimes some people create things that they get little or no joy from, but they just go about doing it. But what we really want to do is follow our passion, right? It's got to be something that we're passionate about, as we spoke about. And sometimes we do things unconsciously.
Yes, absolutely.
We just do it.
Like driving a car, sometimes you get somewhere and I don't even remember getting here. Like I've done it so many times.
So the real secret of why it happens is that you've got to it's a combination of choices and passion. So if you make the right choices and you're passionate about it, you'll create the results you want.
Yes.
So, and of course you've got to be in action, right? Nothing happens without being in action. But keep your decisions in alignment with what's important to you, your values, your integrity, your ethics.
Yes, because if you don't, you're not going to get the results you want.
And keep it in alignment with your North Star, whatever that is. Whatever your North Star is. And follow your compass heading. And if you've got to course correct along the way as you're making these decisions...
Which you will.
Then that's okay.
You always have to course correct. There's always going to be something that comes up.
And you've got to course correct towards your ideal life. And what was that? What is your ideal life? You know, are you clear on it? Have you written it down? Have you actually written down what your ideal life looks like? Because if you haven't, now's the time of year to be doing it, right?
Absolutely.
Now's the time of year when you can actually get clear on what does my ideal life look like in 2021.
Well, I know Louise has probably got on hers not to be in quarantine.
Well, Louise is starting a new life back in Australia, right?
Welcome to Oz, Louise.
Welcome back.
Woohoo.
Welcome back. After being in Hong Kong for so many years, you know. So you know, Louise has made some decisions.
And Tony.
And Tony, of
I
course.
know he's probably listening, so we're like just totally leaving him out.
And it's determined, you know, their outcome and what they're doing. And, of course, they've had to make decisions that, you know, that have been forced upon them in some respects. But those decisions lead to new opportunities, greater opportunities. And so what's your vision for 2021? You know, what does your ideal exact life look like? What do you deserve to experience in your life? So get clear on that. Write it out. You know, after this stream, write down some notes on what your ideal life looks like. Cheryl said, I wrote a letter to myself from the future, and it was enlightening. Awesome. Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks for sharing. That's a really important one. And you could also come from your future self, of course. So when you talk about from your future, hopefully it's your future self.
Yes.
You know, what does your future self look like? So it is really important to get clear on what that exact ideal life looks like. And now is no better time than any other time to really go through that. And I really encourage you to do that. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Decisions determine why it happens, what happens, and when it happens.
Yes.
And we've spoken about all those areas. So at the end of the day, keep it in alignment with your values, what's important to you. Cheryl said it was her future self. Excellent. Good stuff. Well, that's really great. Louise says, woohoo. Woohoo to change. Woohoo to getting out of quarantine. So that's about it for us. What have we got going on? We've got a bit going on. We've got
Christmas next
school
week.
holidays. We've got Christmas next week. What episode are we up to? What number is this? 50? Are we up to 50?
I think it was 50, yeah.
I think we're up to 50. Lee and I are going to crack out we're going to hit number 52 before the end of the year. Yay. So next week is episode 51, and the week after we're doing episode 52. Now, we didn't actually do it in a year, though.
Did we?
No, it just works. I didn't don't tell them that.
Knows.
But it didn't actually, it's gone a little bit longer than a year. But, you know, it's finishing right at the ideal time. So episode next week, we've got school holidays. We've got 3 kids upstairs dying to get back down here. And, of course, we've got a lot on the calendar coming up this week. And then, of course, next week we've got family coming. We've got Christmas, friends coming over.
We had a Christmas party on the weekend, which was great.
Had a Christmas party here at the Haggard house. And love that. And, of course, we've got the Christmas tree right behind us. Store-bought David Jones.
Oh, we didn't buy it in one piece. We had to buy all the pieces and then put it together. We actually asked them, can we just bag the tree that you've got there and take it home with us? They said no.
So we'll be back next Tuesday live.
And Bernie's birthday next week. It is Bernie's birthday next week.
And Shani's.
And Shani. So we'll be back next week live on at 7:30 p.m. Queensland time on Tuesday with a couple of sleeps before Santa comes. So we're looking forward to that, and we'll have a chat, have a great topic. And that'll be episode number 51. So we've talked about commitment, and we make decisions to do this every week when we can. Obviously, there's some weeks when we haven't been able to do it for other reasons, but you know, we make the decision to come here and share a little bit about personal development and a topic and share our experience.
Awesome. We've got lots of comments there, but thank you all, and appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for joining us this week. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are, or morning over there in Boston, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Facebook Live here next week.
Tuesday.
Same time.
Sounds good. Bye.
See you everyone. Bye. Have a great night.